In this game, we'll see the Phoenix Suns against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, D.A. Thanks. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Warren in at the small forward. And for the Nets, Mikal Bridges out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Thomas. And it's Claxton in at the 5.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple years, assembling a super team, and before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Simmons on the wing, and that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Here's Bridges. Passes it to Dinwiddie. Outside, Simmons. Back to Dinwiddie. Poke loose. Paul looking around. The pass to Durant. Warren, a screen on Simmons. Durant kicks to Booker. 4 on the clock. They get the rebound. Ayton, a strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Simmons finds Thomas. Over Booker. Rejected by Booker. KD passes to Booker. Warren dishes to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. It's deflected. Simmons passes to Dinwiddie. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. There's Thomas with the 3. That shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Bridges against Durant. Ayton sets the pick for Durant. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Ayton.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Searching for their first points of the game. Pass to Claxton. There's the pick. Here's Dinwiddie. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Number 1, Chris Paul.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Lee's checked in for Phoenix.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Mikal Bridges. A very nice season for him last year. Put up about 14 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Durant sets a screen for Paul. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Free throw, good, Paul. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And you think about all the anticipation over the last couple months. Doris, the regular season is finally here. It is upon us.
Amen, Kevin. We have been waiting so anxiously for NBA tip-off. Obviously, you're always looking to see the movement of personnel. How well do guys who've switched organizations fit in with their respective rosters? Is somebody now a title contender? So many anxious front offices hoping they made the right decisions.
And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Paul.
Well, you want to see DeAndre Ayton seek out the contact on the interior. Boy, he's a big-time talent.
And Simmons kicks to Dinwiddie. And taken away by Paul. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. With the second effort, a rebound by the Nets. Thomas deciding where to go with it.
A moment to check out DeAndre Ayton. Last season, he played outstanding. 4th in field goal percentage, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. Now here's Durant, following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Dinwiddie. They set the pick. Passes to Claxton. And the rejection by Ayton.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
There's the pass to Durant. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Durant, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Thomas dishes to Simmons. Pass to Dinwiddie. Lock at 6. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Trying to get something going. It's hauled in by Warren. For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against the Nets in Brooklyn. And that's good. Kevin Durant for 3.
You allow Kevin Durant space from 3, he will make you pay.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Phoenix making a change here. Booker's checked in. Nets trail by 9. Okay, time now for an injury report. Let's get an update on Devin Booker. What's the status, David?
Hey guys, Phoenix's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He said that he suffered a nasty bruise to the lower part of his back and that it's really stiffened up on him. And if he misses a lot of games, it will obviously be a big blow to their chances of winning it all this year.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And a block like that sends a message, one that says we're not giving up this lead.
Here's Claxton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Ayton up top. Booker against Thomas. No good there. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Outside, Simmons. Down low. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Ayton. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
And the Nets making a change here. Finney-Smith's checked in. And he ends up missing both free throws.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Now, here's Craig. A jump hook, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Thomas, after Devin Booker missing on that last 3-pointer.
Clearly a foul.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Brooklyn making some changes. Johnson comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Dinwiddie. Phoenix also making some changes. Biyombo, he's checked in for Ayton. And it's Damian Lee in for Warren. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Well, you think about a team that was as heavily laden with talent as the Brooklyn Nets were when they had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. But obviously injuries played a part. The trade, the big trade happens. A lot of bumps in the road for a roster that looked built to contend.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Johnson, a wide open look. His three-pointer's off the mark. Despite the Nets shifting lineup stores, they're still fairly dominant.
Well, that's a credit to their organization. You have to be able to push aside the drama, shut out the noise, and when the ball is tipped, just focus on the game right in front of you.
Here he goes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Looking here at some numbers for Payne. How he did last season. Last year, averaged 10 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Nets trail by 6. Sumner passes to Thomas. Here's Sumner. On the wing, Johnson. Here's Sumner. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Stolen. Now here's Payne. Pass to Biyombo. Phoenix, no good that time either. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 6. Kicks it to Johnson. Passes it to Sumner. Thomas a screen. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Phoenix.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Yeah, something else they've done well, causing havoc on the defensive end. Keep their energy up. Not easy to do for 4 quarters.
Phoenix leading by 3. Booker outside. It's Biyombo atop the key. Now here's Payne. Tight defense on him. And he makes that one. Booker's got his second basket of the night.
Well, inside against good defense, Booker with a nice adjustment. Takes care of business.
Johnson outside. There's the dish to O'Neal. The pass to Sumner. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Finney-Smith. And again, it's the Nets missing. Phoenix is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Booker. Lets it go from deep. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
In this situation, Devin Booker on the catch will never hesitate.
Johnson outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Payne. Tipped away. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Sumner. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Phoenix calls timeout.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Seth Curry. He's checked in for Thomas. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Edmund Sumner. And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Kevin Durant comes in for Torrey Craig. Okogie's checked in for Devin Booker. And Paul's subbed in for Payne. .129 left in the first quarter of the game. KD's shot is off.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Curry passes to Dinwiddie. Curry, a screen on Paul. Throws it up high. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now here's Durant. Makes it off the glass. KD's got 5.
This guy locked in offensively. A little bump is not going to stop Kevin Durant.
Curry passes to O'Neal. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Durant. Launches a 3. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Here's Paul. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Now it's a 4-point Suns lead. Ball against Dinwiddie. Curry kicks to Finney-Smith. O'Neal passes to Finney-Smith. 5 to shoot. Here's Curry. Here's Johnson. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lee outside, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Suns ahead, leading by 4. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Cameron Johnson is out there with Simmons. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Thomas. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Well, the mid-range is always a good option for Chris Paul.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
First free throw is good. He's off on the second.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Paul. Good on the bucket. Paul's got 10 points.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Simmons finds Dinwiddie. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For Brooklyn, they have shot less than 50% at the free throw line today, hitting just 3 of 7.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Suns leading by 6. Lee outside with the shot. Offensive rebound, and Ayton stays with it.
What a motor by DeAndre Ayton. Great job on the second chance putback.
Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. And so the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last.
Now let's see the stat sheet here on Chris Paul. He's coming off an excellent season. First in assists. And he also ranked number 2 in steals. Just great anticipation to go along with that quickness to capitalize.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor. An absolute magician with the basketball. Now here's Ayton. He had 35 points last game out. Oh, Ayton in position. And Ayton throws it down.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
Outside, Simmons. Dinwiddie left side. To the paint. Here's Johnson. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
To the inside. And here is Paul. He's got 10 from the arc. That's a foul called on Damian Lee. That's foul number 2 for him. Nets trail by 8. Outside, Simmons. Back to Dinwiddie. And Brooklyn turns it over again. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. 4th, DeAndre Ayton.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Paul fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Suns shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Boy, the consistent greatness of Chris Paul, playmaker, scorer, defender, leader, year after year. Chris Paul silences any doubt about his place in this game.
Pass to Simmons. Greg Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite level company.
That free throw missing.
And Simmons is an asset in so many ways. Maybe most of all, his defense.
Well, unequivocally, Greg, this guy can guard 1 through 4. And I'm going to say because of the length and the strength he has, in a pinch, he could also guard most fives. He's terrific on the defensive glass, and he can put a ton of pressure on you in his transition game. Like, this guy is a special talent. Guys, if Ben Simmons can start to make these free throws, I think it opens up a world of opportunity. You don't have to duck the basketball late in game, and if you make a 15-foot jump shot, now you're a real threat.
The Suns shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And so Paul nails both of them.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
Outside, Simmons. Dinwiddie against Paul. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Durant. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Durant's got 7 points.
Be always aware, Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Shot to stop the run. The shot misses. Good D by Lee.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the basket by Okogie.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. Johnson finds Dinwiddie. And here is Thomas over Booker. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Outside Durant. Ayton a screen on Simmons. Another three for Phoenix.
Boy, just the silky smoothness of the release of Kevin Durant. What a treat to watch.
Back to Simmons. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Thomas, that's good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Paul. 15 points in the game. Booker fires from way outside. It's Durant on the wing. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Paul against Dinwiddie. Knocks it loose and taken away by Paul. Lee outside. He kicks to KD. Over Simmons. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
Looking now at some numbers for Booker. Coming off a terrific season. He was around 26 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
It's certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Off the inbound pass, Sumner gets a hand on it. And they'll keep possession. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. KD's got 14 points.
And, Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Simmons with it. He's picked up by Lee and taken away by Paul. And there's the pass to KD. Paul outside. Simmons against Durant. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's Claxton, covered by Lee. Claxton the pass to Bridges. Just 4 to shoot.
Well, you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bridges.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
Dinwiddie's checked in for Brooklyn. And he makes the first but misses the second.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Pass to Booker. Takes the 3. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Booker's got 10 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Timeout called the Nets. You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of if you don't want your pocket picked. Here are last season's steals leaders. Second, Chris Paul.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
And the Nets with possession here. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Now, here's Bridges. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Simmons finds Dinwiddie. And he lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Bridges against Lee. Inside. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Sinks the triple. Booker's got 9 points in the quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Paul. He's got 15. Durant at the elbow. Got a hand on it. Here's Dinwiddie. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Dinwiddie's got 6.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Now here's Lee. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Booker. Puts up a 3. Here's Ayton. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And, D.A., we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. He'll hit those all day long. David, thank you.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Dinwiddie against Paul. Here's Thomas. Sinks that one from the post. 10 points for him. Phoenix has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Kicks it to Ayton.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. Looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
The Suns have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. First one falls for him.
And doing a good job from the line here in the second quarter.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Ben Simmons. Second free throw, no good.
I tell you, this guy already a double-double threat nightly, and DeAndre Ayton's ceiling is still high. Now, he's got to go ahead and reach those expectations by putting in the work.
Phoenix controlling this game. Booker finds Paul. Ayton a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Paul. Rebound, Brooklyn. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Passes it to Bridges. Outside Thomas. No good with the triple. Well, Phoenix shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. KD dishes to Booker. Lee outside. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Lee. Lee's got his 4th assist in this one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
To the middle. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dinwiddie. And the jumper is on the mark. Dinwiddie's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
The drive by Booker over Thomas. Booker, no good.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
Ayton. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. 26 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Thomas. There's the triple. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got assist number 5 here tonight.
2 trays now in the second quarter after he hit one in the first.
And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Thomas got 15.
and looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Thanks very much, Kevin. What has allowed you all to build?
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Brooklyn Nets.
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding problems. They're getting outworked, outclassed, not bringing the intensity, not willing to get their hands dirty. They're playing like wimps.
And now we can turn our attention forward. Let's take a look at what lies ahead on the schedule. Some exciting games in store for us. Shaq, rate your level of excitement on a scale from 1 to 1,000,000.
I'm going to go with 900,000, 800,000, 750,000.
Final answer? Okay. Incorrect.
Well,
that'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Warren is out there with Durant, and it's Ayton in at center. Now here's Dinwiddie. The pass to Claxton. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Ayton. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
No good on the free throw. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Well, Phoenix shooting here about 46% for the game. Now Paul. Durant at the elbow. Ayton trying to break free. 2 points. That one goes. Durant's got 18 points in the game. Dinwiddie outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. The Suns 5th.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Now, here's Thomas. Over Booker. And the basket by Thomas. He's got 17.
How pretty was that turnaround? That is one of the slick moves in the business.
Ayton sets the pick for Durant. Rebounded by the Nets. Bridges has got his 5th rebound in this one. Dinwiddie outside. Outside Thomas. Over Durant. And it's sent back by KD.
Wow, twice on the pipes for Kevin Durant. That's the length coming into play right there.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Now here's Paul. 15 points in the game. Durant deciding where to go with him. No good there off the double clutch. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton, up and in on the layup.
Well, it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
KD, that's for 2. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about the body control Kevin Durant has? My goodness gracious, takes the punishment and makes the shot anyway.
Well, when KD asked out, you knew the Nets would get a king's ransom. Perhaps the biggest star trade we've seen in decades. But with KD on this team, they are right in the thick of it as far as contender.
A free throw off from Durant.
What we are watching with Kevin Durant, guys, is simply greatness. This guy will go down as one of the greatest scorers the game has ever seen.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 8 points for him. "17-foot shot on the way, and they're able to recover. Bridges for 3. It's hauled in by Warren. Suns leading by 22. Bridges with the steal. Thomas with it, guarded now by Durant. Thomas passes to Dinwiddie. High, arcing shot. Warren kicks to Paul. Booker outside. The 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist in the game.
Yeah, releasing the ball at its highest point, that allows Booker to drain jumpers over people.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. Coming off a terrific season. Last season put up about 30 points a game, 6 assists and 7 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Dinwiddie with it. He's got 8. Pass to Thomas. Over Booker. And that one hits back iron.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Warren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the wing, Booker. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Nets. Simmons got his 6th rebound on the night. Thomas against Booker. Thomas passes to Dinwiddie. He kicks to Simmons. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Thomas with the three. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's KD. It's good. KD's got 22.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
Passes to Thomas. Got a piece of it. Paul with the steal. Over Simmons. And that one's good. Durant. 24 points for him. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Phoenix.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
From outside the arc. Not going to go that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Dinwiddie outside. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
Well, free throw attempt numbers indicate just how difficult someone is to guard. Booker certainly in the hard-to-check category.
For Phoenix, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
One of the most impressive things about Devin Booker has been his consistency. This guy is productive, and he is willing to carry the offensive burden.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Now the pass to Claxton. And stolen by Ayton. Warren against Dinwiddie. Warren the pass to Ayton. Good on the shot. And now that's 11 points for DeAndre Ayton.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Paul against Dinwiddie. Back to Simmons. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Simmons with a little flair and flash. Let him feel all of your basketball ability, Ben Simmons.
Ayton a screen on Dinwiddie. Paul kicks to Ayton. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And the Suns making a change here. Biyombo is checked in for Durant. Torrey Craig comes in for Warren. Lee's checked in for Booker. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Now, here's Dinwiddie. 8 points for him. Got it. Good job in the low post. Dinwiddie's got 10 points.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Pass to Payne. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Bridges passes to Dinwiddie. Outside, Simmons. Back to Dinwiddie. And Simmons kicks to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 5 on the clock. There's the pick. Dinwiddie finds Bridges. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Payne passes to Craig. Ayton sets the pick for Craig. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Simmons dishes to Dinwiddie. Pass to Thomas. The three-pointer off the mark.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Pass to Biyombo, and Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Johnson, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Ben Simmons. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Thomas. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Dinwiddie. And the Suns here with a different look. Durant's checked in for Ayton. Warren comes in for Torrey Craig. Booker, he's checked in for Damian Lee. And Paul's subbed in for Cameron Payne.
Chris Paul is the master of the pick and roll, understanding how to utilize his teammates to the best of their abilities.
And the pass to Finney-Smith. Dishes it to Curry. Going inside. Pass to Sumner. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside. Sumner's got 9.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
From 13, Brooklyn with the rebound. Pass to Finney-Smith. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Biyombo. KD against Johnson. And KD throws it down.
It's this kind of consistency, guys, as a scorer that always has Kevin Durant in the MVP conversation.
Knocked away. Here's Warren. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Booker in the corner. Drills the three-pointer.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Sumner passes to Johnson. 1:51 left to play in the third. Curry gets the bucket.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Now here's Booker, and he has 28 points for the game. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Warren's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, just great recognition. Rise and fire and catch and shoot. TJ Warren says, I can do that.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. So for the Nets, Royce O'Neal comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Edmund Sumner. And the Suns here with a different look. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Durant. Okogie comes in for Warren. Lee's checked in for Booker. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. We've got 1:23 left in the third. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's covered closely. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10. Lee in the posts. Curry meets him. Johnson over to help. Lee finds Biyombo. The 3. Craig can't get it to go. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Passes it to Curry. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by Curry. Dinwiddie's got 6 here in this quarter. Payne looking around. Biyombo up top. Lee against Curry. Biyombo kicks to Payne. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, that's blocked. And so the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing. When to rise up and swat that one away.
Ayton, he's checked in for Phoenix. Lee outside. The three-pointer is right on target.
The quick hitter from three-point range off the inbound play. They ran that set perfectly.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Payne covering. Here now is Dinwiddie. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Phoenix having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Simmons is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Thomas. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. So that's the Nets 5.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
One shot.
And that one misses. For a while, the East was all LeBron. And the West? Well, Doris, as we know, the West was dominated by Golden State. But now, does the league, do you feel more wide open?
Well, certainly when you look at last season, I thought there were 4 teams in the East that absolutely had a shot to make the finals. Contingent on health. Obviously, Milwaukee, without Chris Middleton, struggled to get over the finish line. In the West, you had 3 teams who I thought legitimately could advance. So certainly the gap between playoff teams feels smaller.
To the inside, and Simmons slams it in.
My goodness, what a target. 6'11", long arms, Ben Simmons. Make your teammate look great.
Here's Paul. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Dinwiddie passes to Thomas. Back to Dinwiddie. Ball's knocked loose, nabbing another steal. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease.
Now here's Paul. Ayton a screen on Dinwiddie. Paul kicks to Durant. Ayton trying to break free. And Kevin Durant good for 3. KD's got 29 in the game.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Paul against Dinwiddie. He had Simmons atop the key. Right wing. 6 to shoot. Dinwiddie dishes to Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Devin Booker. Doris, the NBA keeps talking about the idea of an in-season tournament, taking a cue, I guess, from European soccer. Do you like that? Do you think it would work?
Well, the European soccer situation has the advantage of tradition and history. There's meaning behind it. Obviously, I'm open to a little drama in the middle of the NBA season. The challenge is convincing the players and their representation in the Players Association that this is something of value.
And he sinks the second. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Ayton up top. Booker against Simmons. The wide open look for Durant. The three-pointer no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Thomas against Booker. Back to Dinwiddie. Fires from deep. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Now Durant. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
That's good from Durant. Durant nails both of them. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Knocked loose. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Get open, get open. Come on, baby, let's get one more.
Dinwiddie against Paul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
Nets passing it around. Simmons sets a screen for Dinwiddie. Back to Simmons. KD with the block. Paul with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. Here's Lee. Johnson with the block. Simmons passes to Dinwiddie. Back to Simmons. Out to the right wing. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
You can tell Simmons is a guy who, from the moment he picked up a basketball, has been a point guard by nature.
Ayton a screen on Simmons. Here's KD. They grab their own miss, and Ayton throws it down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Here's Paul. He gets that one. Paul's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, it's incredible how many times Chris Paul has led the league in steals. This guy has active hands.
Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. Deflects the pass. Now the pass to O'Neal. It's Thomas on the wing. Over Booker. That's good from Thomas on the assist by O'Neal. O'Neal's got his 3rd assist on the night.
How about KD?
KD passes to Paul. And it's off from 3-point range. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Nets. He dishes it to Dinwiddie. In recent years, Doris, we've really seen the Players Association stepping up and address player needs and, at the same time, global social issues.
Kevin, it's been absolutely inspiring to see the players use the tools they have at their advantage and their disposal. They want to create needed change, represent themselves, their communities, their organizations. Leadership at its absolute finest.
So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Cameron Johnson, and Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Dinwiddie. Phoenix also making some changes. Biyombo checks in for DeAndre Ayton, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. Claxton, and there it is for him.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Bridges, he's checked in for the Nets. Seth Curry comes in for Royce O'Neal.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. KD with it. Now Thomas defending, and that one's good. Durant.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Sumner kicks to Thomas. Claxton the pass to Thomas. Over Lee. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Sinks the three-pointer. Durant's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for the Suns.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Outside Thomas. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
That free throw, no good. Dinwiddie is checked in for Brooklyn. And for the Suns, DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. And Chris Paul subbed in for Payne. Good on the second free throw. Phoenix has gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Pass to Ayton. The dish to Booker. Booker draws the double. Paul finds Booker. Second shot opportunity, and that one's good, Ayton.
Well, the big man is capable of overpowering defenders. DeAndre Ayton against the contest, so good.
Thomas passes to Dinwiddie. And he drives in. count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts, a scorching 88%.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Now here's Paul. On the wing, Booker. Here's the 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Here's Paul. Pass to Booker. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Booker's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, Devin Booker, one of the rare guys in the NBA, the ability to score at will, and he's rolling right now.
Passes it to Dinwiddie. There's the pass to Claxton. And again, it's the Nets missing. Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Pass to Lee. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
I'll tell you, this guy can be an overwhelming force. DeAndre Ayton, terrific, using his size to get the defender to commit.
The first one falls. Ayton hits them both. The Nets have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots. Curry dishes to Dinwiddie. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. At the top of the key, Ayton. Kicks it to Durant. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And it's Durant missing. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Dinwiddie finds Thomas. Back to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 5. From deep. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's. Durant with it. Shoots the 3. And Curry pulls it down.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
He kicks it to Dinwiddie. Pass to Thomas. Fires the 3. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Ayton sets the pick for KD. Chalk up 2 there. Durant's got 38 points.
Boy, Kevin Durant puts it on the deck, able to navigate and get to the cup.
Curry passes to Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Lately, as we've seen, Doris, a few small market teams stockpiling picks to the extreme. What do you think of that strategy?
Well, the organization that is fully committed to stockpiling picks is clearly the Oklahoma City Thunder. We have yet to see them come out on the other side and build a contending team. Not a small market team, but look at the Miami Heat. They refuse to lose at any cost. They're always looking to win, and I certainly like that mentality.
And he can't hit the second. The Suns shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. Ayton a screen on Thomas, the 17-footer. And that one's good. Durant. KD's got 40 points.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
And that one misses. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Ayton a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Paul. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, tremendous call by Chris Paul. Refuses to back off, doesn't waste the look, and gets a foul for his work.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Curry with it. Now guarded by Booker. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. Curry kicks to Bridges. Outside Curry. 5 on the clock. Dinwiddie against Durant. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Paul outside. Passes to Lee. Now Ayton. Fades. And they pick up 2.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Here's Curry. Following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Thomas. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much with Chris Paul. Chris, a very convincing win, and that doesn't happen often in this league. So what do you take from this?
You know, one thing that our coaching staff keeps stressing to us every night is that it's about us. You know, so regardless of score, we got to continue to try to get better.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.